getting towards the end. It happens at the end of every winter. The snow melts. Well, good.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, the litter becomes a little more evident.
Oh, yeah. Stuff
And
that's
with
collected
all the
on
moisture, the rain, and the melted snow, I've seen the storm drains with the twigs and other rubbish pushing up against them.
Well, they come out usually during the week, right? They didn't clean that up, the city has.
Well, that's great.
I mean, I see them on their little pickup truck.
Well, you know that,
They didn't clean it up, I mean.
you know, and once again, I don't know for sure, but maybe it's because of us.
But you see any drain like that plug, you call the city, and they'll send a guy out here. He may not be out here in a half hour. They may be busy, but he'll be out there that day. I'll call him and say, come clean this drain or that.
If you've got a rake, I've done it myself.
Right?
Just pull all that stuff away.
Some of these, they have to jump it off and they come in with a truck and they suck it up and I've seen it spin as long as half.
I'm at the end of the cul-de-sac, and we get like $1,000,002 there.
Yeah.
And it's a big enough opening. I've actually talked to Mark Cunningham, he's gonna put rebar and grates in. We get basketball, that's how big this opening is. We get as soon as they shut their sticks down there, you'll see some balls going from about 15 feet in the air from the pressure and relieve it.
I think there's one in your backyard, basketball or something
Yeah,
like
there's one
that.
back there.
Yeah, I know Mark Cunningham actually has it on the to-do list, at least a couple of areas out in Holly Hills. But rebar is great,
Yeah.
so we don't get such large materials like that. on those
Good.
storm drains.
So I guess the point is before, or maybe right now as warm weather gets here, maybe then we ought to have a few people
Cleanup day.
say, let's go hit it early. And this will not be an official spring cleanup. Although I tell you what, last couple of years for spring cleanup, we haven't had that much cleanup.
There's one
That's
little
because
man
of
that
Perry.
goes around and-
Yeah, Wayne still does that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So,
We also know that there's one guy that's cut clear down to Voorhees.
Wayne, I don't know what his last name is. That was Marilyn's
I'll
boyfriend.
see once in a while. Perry Hill.
Wayne Perry. Yeah.
That's one.
Perry Hill.
Perry Hill. Okay, I'm sorry, you're right.
What is it, Perry Hill? Yeah.
Perry. I seen him out
You should have said that.
4 o'clock in the morning.
And he doesn't even live out here, his grandchildren.
I guess he
He
just
lives on the corner. of
keeps
Golden
busy
and
that way.
No, his daughter lives out there.
Well, that's where he lives too, with his daughter. I give you the little pictures, the big stuff, because I had a couple extra ones, so I just got in with them, the ones that he usually pick up with.
So maybe, you know, maybe we really don't need a team per se. If you've got a rake or somebody in a little pickup, maybe we can just go around and open up the drains that the city, I mean, it accumulates, the city comes in, cleans it, and more stuff comes, so we can kind of try to monitor that stuff, because that can be a pain, I know.
Oh, you see anything out front of your place, just go pick it up, take care of yourself. I mean, I
The
walk-
garbage.
I walk in the corner right by my house, come off 2 or 3 houses up, and we pick up stuff there every week, me and Marge, that's where we put our garbage can out and walk around.
Well, that's a real popular walk from Holiday Hills over to the little dollar store at the new St. Paul.
Just
Yeah.
before
Maybe
the store's
stuff
tripping
there. That's about when they're finishing their hamburgers and they come around the corner, they take the paper.
Hey, so is my backyard, so I know.
Yeah.
I think
And you know, these problems, you know, we are so blessed because, you know, problems we've had in the past, gunshots, drunk sitting cars, you know,
I still see.
burglaries.
I still see where we have a few burglaries on
Well, yeah,
Blue Ridge and over and just a couple.
a community this big will always have issues.
Yep.
And so I think we've made great improvements, and I'm going to try to stress that as I knock on doors. Because I've had a guy at work said, you know, his brother and wife lived out here during the summer, and he said they couldn't believe it, how much Holiday Hills has changed for the good.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes being right in the middle of it, you don't notice when
Right.
it changes,
Right.
as if you don't stay here all the time or you're not here all the time. You come and you see the differences in.
Sandy?
I've still got a drug house 2 doors down.
You do? How much you charge them?
Is it good stuff?
You know, Sandy?
Huh?
Is it good stuff? or-
I don't know.
You just made it work.
Is that
Oh,
the,
traffic.
is that the guy living next to Nathan?
Yes.
Yeah. The police are well aware of him. When he first moved in, a lady across the street got a hold of me right away. He just got out of prison for selling crack. Okay.
Larry Thomas, he spoke on this at the workshop too.
Yeah.
Because that happens from time to time, it feels like nothing's getting done.
Yeah.
Because there's no quick, they have to get the proof, but this one time it was happening and people had kept calling in that it was happening. And he says, no, it's not, because I have 2 cops sitting in the bushes right now. It was an older person that was having other difficulties, but they take it serious and it's a matter of time, they catch it,
Well, I
they'll do the
called
snake,
them,
yeah.
they gave me license and the person, so.
Good. Those things help, so once they have it marked, it's a matter of time,
I haven't driven by there lately. I'm sure you have. Have you noticed anything different? I mean, they always have the same car or two.
There's
I
a
think a
different-
motorcycle was.
There's a different car out there now and a bunch of trash sitting by the garage door.
I'm driving there.
And you went,
I mean, the cars, it's a different car than driving
Mhm.
that I see. It used to be a black truck.
I wish I could remember his name.
Where is it?
Because his grandfather lives right next to my coworker Mike Funk, who I took to that workshop. Who's wanting to start one, and he said, yeah, right next door is that guy's grandpa. And so this guy brings his kids over there, and while he does his business, whatever that is.
There was a girl.
6
and
aside.
2 kids.
Right.
This guy, the one that's selling the drugs, because he would, the car would come and sit in front of the house, and then pretty soon, a couple minutes later, this guy would come, they'd go in the house and
Do their thing.
and they go back out.
Right.
back out.
Well, at least we don't run through the streets naked and shooting guns and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That seemed,
And they-
The neighbor
I
across the
guess.
street has
I'll be
never
quick.
got back with me as far as any issues that
Look
this
out
guy
towards
might
our
be
house tonight,
causing.
you might see me run
I'm
around.
just gonna assume this. There's nothing under control.
Get all.
see the headlines in the paper. Local pastor.
Yeah. Streaks across.
Before our next meeting, to go along with the newsletter, I'm sure that myself, Tim, and Jake will make a list of our annual events. And we always generally hold them along the same dates, not dates, but the times. First weekend in August, this and that, so we can establish what that's going to be. And we'll have that available for the next meeting, I'm sure.
I've received information on the National Night Out,
Already?
and I'll bring
All right,
it.
good, good. So, that's all that I've got for tonight. And I thank you all for coming. I declare this meeting over. And good luck to you all.
Go eat.
Love you.